a high priestess in a folkloric witchcraft tradition, and I've been brewing magic for a very long time now. Come on in, let's brew some together. Hello, hello! Welcome to the House of Witchcraft. I'm so happy you're leaning in today. This is a good video. Shit, this is stupid. Start again. Hello, hello! Welcome to the House of Witchcraft. I'm so happy you're joining me today. I'm going to talk a little bit about the order of a ritual. It's fairly technical, but it really isn't. This is one of those newbie novice witches. This is the video for you. First of all, that order of ritual. I have to do this, then I have to do that, because really what it comes down to is I sit in my space, I cast a circle, I have to call the quarters, I have to call the god and goddess, or just the god, just the goddess, and then I have to do the working mystery part, and then I have to say goodbye to everybody, and then I have to say goodbye to those people, and there's supposed to be this part about cakes and ale, but I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do it then, and what if I really don't like the quarters, should I call them? What if I have two gods and no goddess? All right, and how am I supposed to do this? Every book has something slightly different. Well, that's because everybody does it slightly different. All right, witches, we have a base format of cleansing your space. Well, first it starts with cleansing you, getting your headspace right, then getting your physical space right, creating sacred space, if you want to call it casting a circle. Some witches actually don't cast circles, all right? They will spiral in, or, they may drum themselves in. Whatever their space is, how you determine to use it is your own. If you want to cast a circle 3 times around, you do that. You want to speak in rhyme, you do that. You want to spiral gently in, you do that, all right? But it's about creating a sacred space for either you to celebrate in or for you to do a working magic in. And if you call the quarters, you don't have to. There's no, if I don't do it, it's not going to work, all right? Every working is unique unto its own. If you're doing a celebration and you want to bring in the energies of all of the elements, or you want to bring in a god or a goddess that's different representation, or if you want the elements, a lot of times for me, when I turn and do, welcoming in on cardinal points, I welcome in spirits and ancestors of the East. Come and aid me in my working tonight. If I'm doing a celebratory thing, then I may call in all of those in magical and astral realms who want to come and join us, who have good intent toward us. Please come this evening. There's so many different ways you can do it. And the first thing I would suggest is a notepad and a pen and write it out. All right? And if it doesn't feel right, then don't do it. If those quarters make no sense to you, don't. If those quarters and you want to put a saint in every corner, then do it. It's about connecting to the astral realm, magical realms, spiritual realms, all right? Everybody has their way of doing it. And after you've welcomed those realms in, it's very common to welcome divinity in. For some folks, very much, they put a lord, a male, masculine statue, and a goddess, feminine aspect. They want balance on their altars. For other folks, as I said earlier, it may be 2 gods on your altar. It only may be a goddess. And for some witches, it's none of that. They may just decide that they want to put a little something pretty right there, and they're going to acknowledge whatever divinity thinks it is. They don't really have a name for it. All right? It's about connecting to the divine, how you do it. All right, after we've done these things, however you want to, your altar, your way, your circle, your way, your magical space, your way, which is the biggest myth I think out there is you have to choose. I can't do this. I can only do that. No, I need you to tune into you. All right? Because you know the right way for you. And that's what we're trying to get to. When we're like, how do I do a ritual? Do it the way that you want to honor divinity. You want to honor a god and goddess. Do it to the way that connects so that you feel that you're ready to take that next magical step. And once we've created all this space, we're going to either do a celebration, a mystery of sorts, where we're celebrating a Sabbat, we're celebrating the solar parts, or we're going to do a working where we are creating magic. We have our space all set up and all of our ingredients, and we're doing all that, all right? And a lot of times right during this time is when we will do what they call cakes and ale. Now it's not about eating actual cakes and drinking really ale. It's a little bit about sharing with the people that you're with and of us all partaking. And if I'm in silence or if I'm in a solitaire, I'll have my little snap plate and then I have a little spirit plate. And whatever, I don't care if it's cookies and milk. I'll put a little cookies and milk for spirit, little cookies and milk for me. And this is, again, if it doesn't feel right, don't. And if it does feel right and you want to sit there for an hour and a half and sip on your wine, guess what? That's the right way. So when somebody was asking, how do I do a ritual? What is the order of the ritual? The order is very broad strokes. Where like I was saying, yes, sit your head space. Yes, sit your physical space. Yes, welcome divinity. Yes, welcome in spirit realm folk, our cardinal points. Do your things and then say your goodbye and then, sweep your space away. And not physically with a broom sweep your space away. When we want to leave a space, we want to make sure that we've energetically cleared it. That's part of opening the circle up, and that, all right, everything is back the way it was. In an ideal world, I don't want anybody to even energetically know that I was sitting over here in this little corner doing a working. When I leave that space, I want it to feel like nothing ever happened. It's leave no trace. The most important thing to do, write it down. Write down your outline for your ritual. We're getting ready to do Yule. The return of the Sun King. We have a lot of greatness. You want to go out and celebrate that. Go out and cast your circle. Call your quarters. Call in the sun. Call in, the god and goddess as you see it. And dance around your bonfire. Have an arts and crafts with your friends. There are so many different ways. And ritual is also part of all of that. For me, I think some of the most powerful rituals are the ones sitting around a kitchen table, where we're all intense and we're all into it and we're working it, doing a little craft something. I don't feel like I need to call quarters or I need to call anybody. Our energy's there and divinity's there with us, And so you have to do you. You have to tune into what you like. Write down what you think a good ritual for you should be, and then go out and do it. And of course, what you write down, you may not feel like doing when you get down to circle. That's okay too. You can change it up. Okay? All right, witches, I hope I gave you a little bit of something to think about. And I hope you're having as bright of a blessed day as I'm having. Witches, it's almost Yule. The Sun King is returning. That's what I'm talking. It's time. Get yourself pumped up. Feel that energy returning to us. Lean into it. We have an amazing year coming up. I know it because ain't nothing going to be as bad as this past year. That's all I'm saying, witches. That's all I'm saying. All right. Thank y'all so much for joining me here today. I hope you're having as bright of a blessed day as I'm having. And of course, hit that subscribe button, hit that join button, and leave me some comments below telling me what you think. And if you have a video or a topic that you would like to hear me do to hear my opinion on it, leave it below. All right, witches. Until next time, amen, blessed be, ashe, and avovo.